Welcome in, Gov fans, to William Blount campus. This is Mike Whitefield. As I want to send it down to the field to Lucas.
That was good about the team.
Well, I think we took away from it that we're a team that can play with anybody. Dom's Bennett's a really good team. Played them to 7-7, and a couple breaks here and there. That game could have, maybe gone a different direction. But I was encouraged. Our kids showed fight through the whole thing, and so I was really happy about that. You're never happy with a loss, but the way we played, I was really proud of the boys.
Defense played really, really well last game. What do you think was their best part of the game that they can carry over to this one?
Well, I think the best thing they did last week is, really was team pursuit and locking into their assignments. We missed some tackles, but that's going to happen when you're playing teams that have really good athletes. Sometimes the matchup isn't in your favor, but we pursued to the ball, and we kept a lot of big plays from happening. So we eliminated a lot of big plays. That was big.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, there's the sideline interview brought to you by Tim Tipton. Thank you for that. Lucas, as Stan, you heard him hit on that defense last week. It was 7-7 at halftime with Dobbins Bennett. William Blount fell in the second half, 28-14.
Yeah, 28-14 was the final.
So with that, William Blount will now not be able to host a playoff game. They are locked into a playoff game. So next week's game is the one that determines the seeding between the 3 and 4, them and Jeff County. And that's a thing you worry about, Stan, overlooking an opponent like Soddy Daisy, who comes in 7-1.
Yeah, you're right, Robbie. And this is a monumental game next Thursday night. That's a Thursday night game, yes, on Halloween against Jeff County.
Yep, we'll have it here next Thursday. Get your calendar set.
But you worry, Robbie, you do about the focus because, technically, if it does mean something, but it doesn't mean anything tonight as far as your playoff seedings and so forth. So. But, every game you strap it up, you want to go out and win. And so I know that they want to play good football, the coaches do, going into that game. And, with just a lot of momentum going into that Jeff County games, because that Jeff County game next week is going to be huge, Robbie, because it's probably going to mean going to Bearden or Maryville. Maybe even possibly Cleveland or Maryville, but
there's a big difference between the one over there,
and the 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, 4 drops off significantly. So, but Stan, one thing I think that this coaching staff has done a tremendous job of not looking ahead. I think they got the kids focused, keep it week to week, win the day type of mentality. Plus, Soddy Daisy, if you just look at last year, we beat them 55-14, but this year they've got a new staff. They've got over 80 players out there on the roster this year, and it's a 7-1 team. So I think if the players just look at that, there's no way they'll overlook tonight.
Well, you would hope not, Robbie. And, Soddy Daisy's a very proud program. Last year was kind of a fluke that they were that bad as they were last year. And, they've gotten them back to where they're at. And so, I just don't – I agree with you. The fact that you look at their record and you hear the name Soddy Daisy, you think they're pretty good. So I think you're going to be up for that game.
All right, there you have it. That is our pregame preview here from Mike Whitefield and the beautiful campus of William High School. When we come back, we will have our pregame interview with a special guest from the Gov Nation. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with a Heartland Roofing pregame here from Mike Whitefield. Welcome back, Gov fans. Here to Mike White Field, Skip Murrin Stadium, as the Govs have a non-region matchup against a 7-1 Soddy Daisy Trojans team from just outside Chattanooga. Stan, we talked a little bit about the region and how things shaked out last week. Region update up at the top is going to be Science Hill and Dobbins Bennett. They'll have a matchup next week for the region championship in Region 6A.
Yep, there I'll be. And so, it's always a huge game up in the Tri-Cities area. But going on what I've seen so far, I'm going to have to agree with you. You called it at the first of the year. I think Science Hill will be your region champions. And, of course, Dobbins Bennett will get the number 2 seed then at 4-1. Science Hill will be 5-0. So,
yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
No. Very well. Dobbins Bennett is capable of winning that game. There's no doubt about it. Not sure where it's at, but then Jefferson County is them and William Blount sitting in 2-2. So we mentioned those two teams play on Halloween night next Thursday night, 7 o'clock. We'll have the broadcast here on GovNation Network.
That'll determine 3 and 4.
And the 4 seed we mentioned will travel
to Maryville.
And the 3 seed looking like it travel to Cleveland or Bearden.
I believe if they finish in a tie, Robbie, that Bearden beat Cleveland earlier. So that's what I'm saying is Bearden may get the 2.
That's what I'm predicting to happen too. I don't think Cleveland's that strong.
Yeah.
In myself, I think if anybody from Region 1. I think all the teams have a chance except for the 4 seed against the 1 seed. I think
agree
the game
with
against Maryville. So tonight's games on the docket: West Ridge and Morristown East. We'll mention those. They're eliminated from the region. Morristown East and West Ridge both are 0-4. West Ridge is at Tennessee High tonight. Jefferson County's taking on Cocke County. These are all non-region games tonight. Dobbins Bennett taking on David Crockett, and Science Hill taking on Daniel Boone. Other games that we'll be keeping track of on the GovNation Network. In Blount County, there's a big rivalry, Stan, at Maryville-Alcoa.
Yeah, I think it's the 96th meeting, Robbie.
96.
Of those two teams.
Maryville's pretty much dominated, but it's not just astronomical.
No, well, it is actually.
Like 67?
66-26, okay. And I think there have been like 3 ties or something. I don't know how that happened back in the day, but it's not been
More recently, it's kind of been.
Well, and a lot of those games have been close. A lot of them have been close. Right. It just seems like Maryville finds a way to win, even the years that Alcoa should win, Robbie, like last year.
Right.
Alcoa should have won the game last year. I think they had 5 or 6 turnovers.
But if you go back 2 years ago,
Alcoa won.
Right when I thought Maryville would win.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That rivalry right there just has those aspects of that. If you look down on the field right now, it looks like they have honored some members of the 1989 class. Stan?
I guess they had their 35th reunion. I think that's
I see our man Artie Pesterfield. That's Cup's class.
Cup's class. The athletic director, Scott Cup's class. So
Christy Cup.
Yeah, I see Christy down there as well.
Scott's wife. So one of the better classes to come through here. It's the 89 class. So that's them being honored on the field. So other games we'll be keeping track of. Ayers playoffs have started in 5A for Heritage.
Yeah, Central.
Tonight, Heritage.
It's just like last year, Robbie.
This is a playoff game.
Yep.
Winner's in.
And the same thing happened last year, and
Central got in.
Central got in. Heritage didn't. This year, Heritage has to travel to Central, so they'll have to go over there and beat them on their home field.
Greenback and Sunbright, Anderson County and Gibbs. Anderson County 7-1.
Gibbs 8-0.
8-0 Gibbs. That's another big 5A matchup. Or is that 4A?
They are 4A.
4A, yep. And then Cleveland and Bradley, and then Lenoir City. Coach Cummings going against his old team from last year of Oak Ridge.
And it'll be a lot, last time they'll be in the same region for a while at least, because Oak Ridge is moving to 6A next year. So Lenoir City. But, yeah, that'll be interesting, Robbie, as I know Coach Cummings felt like he didn't get a fair shake. I think he just had 1 year, didn't he, at Oak Ridge?
And he had a good year.
And he had a pretty good year, and then for some reason he was let go, so he's landed back on his feet. So I'm sure he'll have an extra step in his team. But they're coming off a bad loss. I mean, Heritage beat them badly last week, which kind of surprised me. Robbie. How about they beat Little City?
That was a blowout. It was 35-0 before they could blink. That's going to wrap it up for the area update brought to you by Young Life. We want to thank them, and we'll take a 2-minute break, come back with a special guest here from the Gov Nation. That screen's the one. Hey, we're back here at the Gov Nation booth with special guest, state champion Sophia Gambini and head golf coach Rick Etherton have been kind enough to join us. Want to congratulate Sophia. They're going to honor her down here tonight on the field in between the first and second quarter. Sophia, let's talk about, 2 weeks ago and the big day out there. Talk about that first 9 holes when you start out. I've heard something like it was a little struggle.
It was a bit of a struggle. The back nine, the front nine. It's probably one of the harder nines I've played on.
Yes.
So I just had to throw the nerves and everything. I just had to settle them down. And then we kept live scoring so I could see where I was at all times.
Nice.
So I guess that was just I think I was 4 or 5 back by then.
And then that back nine, talk about that. What happened? Did you find something or just a putt started dropping? How did that back nine go on the first day?
No putts were dropping, but something just clicked and I was just it was tee shot, wedge, putt, and it was just back and forth like that consistently.
But you were able to capitalize on the conditions. Rick, talk about a player like Sophia, the first ever state champion here at William Blount.
Oh, just an awesome player. The first day I ever seen her play last year, I was like, wow. She's really good. What I'd give to have a player like her.
One of those every year, right?
One of those every year. So it's just been incredible to watch her. My main focus was just trying to keep her calm all year. She'll tell you, I told her 1,000,000 times, just have fun.
Yeah.
Just have fun in high school golf. Even when she had her hole-in-one.
Right.
I'll never forget.
I was there for that.
I'll never forget that hole-in-one.
Yeah, that region tournament.
Right. At the region,
that's crazy.
Wow, right? I even tried to relax her. I was eating some strawberries over there on the golf cart and offered her some strawberries.
Talk about the hole-in-one out there to Guani on hole 4, Sophia. Talk about that shot.
It was 131 yards, I'm pretty sure, and I was like, you know what? It was in the middle, and I was like, just go for it, with pitching wedge, and then Coach yelled out, get in the hole midair, and I was like, yeah, it looks good. I'm like, I don't think it's going to be that good, and then from one of the parents, they said it just bounced right over the hole and came zipping right back into it.
Nice. So there's a hole-in-one pod out there. Everybody throws in $1 on Wednesdays, and it's over $3,000. Wish you'd have been in that for us because we'd have split that money. But Sophia, talk about where you're going to college next year.
I'm going to East Tennessee State.
All right. And the golf team up there, the golf coach?
Oh, yes. Stephanie Shelton. She's amazing.
And your expectations there? Play right away?
Oh, I'm hoping so, yeah. That's the goal, to play as much as I can and just to become better.
All right. That's Coach Etherton. That's Sophia Gambini, our 2024 William Blount State Champion golfer. And we're going to take another 2-minute break, come back with more here for the pregame at Mike Whitefield and William Blount High School. Welcome back, fans, to the Heartland Roofing pregame show here from William Blount High School. It's the Soddy Daisy Trojans have made their way up from Chattanooga to take on the William Blount Governors. William Blount comes in with a record of 4-4. Soddy Daisy 7-1. Their only loss is to a 8-0 Loudon team. So this team is going to give us a good game tonight. We're going to move into the Stats with Stan segment, brought to you by Red Tech. Thank you to Dream Brewer and those guys at Red Tech. Stan, last week's we didn't have the broadcast as Kingsport wouldn't allow the broadcast. So our our Murphy Bobcat player of the game was Jaden Dehart with a 95-yard touchdown. Really sparked the offense. Jaden will not be in action tonight.
No, but Jaden does have, Robbie, on the season 4 touchdown passes now. For it, we'll get to those in just a minute. But William Blount continues to lead their opponents in all the team stats as far as first downs, rushing attempts, rushing yards. William Blount's ran for 1,300 yards compared to 1,200 for their opponents. Completions, pass attempts, intercepted. William Blount's had 3 balls intercepted, and they've intercepted 5. Passing yards, William Blount has 1,500 passing yards to only giving up 1,100. Total yards, that gives William Blount about 2,800 to 2,300, so about a 500.
Compared to Brett last year, Stan, how is his numbers? I know Brett put up crazy good numbers. He was almost all state.
Yeah, he put up crazy numbers on touchdowns, especially, Robbie, between running and throwing those.
Yeah. So but, as far as total yards, Jackson
yards,
close?
Well, individually, I wouldn't say he's on track, but he has put up through the air almost 1,400 yards, Robbie. So I would think he's going to probably go over, well over 15, maybe 1,600. So, I mean, he's going to be close to 2,000 yard passing. counting at least
playoff game, yeah.
playoffs. He has thrown 14 touchdowns as well, and he's ran for 7. So that's 21.
That's 21. I think Brett might have been 30-ish.
Yeah, he was in the 30s. So, but the one thing I'm impressed with Jackson, Robbie, he's only thrown 3 picks all year through 8 games. So that's only, less than half of a game. So, about every 2 to 3 games has 1 pick. So, of course, the leading rusher on the team is Aiden Klein. He has over 500, almost 600 yards. He has 9 touchdowns on the ground. Brooks has added 4 touchdowns, about 300 yards. Then you go into your receptions. We talked about Jaden Dehart, who actually has 296 yards and 4 touchdowns. Telfer, Robbie, is over 300 yards and 5 touchdowns.
He's a touchdown maker.
Yeah. And then Zach.
I believe he got him and Watkins got invited to some All-Star game.
Yeah, probably the Mark Packer thing. Yeah.
So congrats to those two.
I know Telfer did. I
think Luke did too.
Okay, good for him. Seth Breeding has a couple touchdown catches as well, about 250 yards, and then several other guys there. Robeson with a touchdown and Swank with a touchdown as well, receiving this year. So, of course, moving to the defensive side of the ball, Robbie. It's really their seniors that lead them with everything in that. The offensive side of the ball, Robbie, you and I talked about this coming back from Union County. They return a lot of players on offense next year, but they don't turn a lot of experience on defense. Query leads the team in 26 tackles, followed by Henson, Witherspoon, Reed, Compton. All those are in the 20s. So you can see there all those seniors as well. They're going to lose a lot of tackles. And then, of course, interceptions. Wrap that up real quick before the national anthem here. Crumpton has 3 interceptions this year, Robbie.
Yep. All right, we'll send it down to public address announcer Mike Brewer, and tonight's presenting the colors by William Blount Jr. ROTC and the playing of the national anthem.
Tonight's color guard is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Jonah McDavid. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. At this time, we would like to provide the opportunity for you to join with us in an invocation, which is initiated and spoken by a member of the William Blount High School student body. Offering up the invocation this evening will be volleyball player Eliza Hicks.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. I ask that everyone playing in tonight's game would have so much fun tonight, and I thank you for giving them the ability to move their body in that way. I ask that they would be so safe and injury-free, and I ask that anyone who does not know you and hasn't been saved, that they would grow a relationship with you and come to know you and be saved. And all these things we ask in your name. Amen.
Please remain standing as this evening we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Performing our national anthem this evening is the William Blount High School Marching Band under the direction of Noah Tootin and Dee Tankersley.
Blount back here with the Heartland Roofing pregame show. We got about 3 minutes before kickoff. With this, I'm going to do a quick segment here brought to you by Broadway Barbershop. Winner tonight will get a free haircut from Broadway Barbershop. I want the prediction of William Blount's total points scored. Text 865-200-1926. Give me your William Blount prediction for total points scored tonight. I'll start with Richard. 62 for Richard, just going to tie the school record, he believes. No, William Blount's total. No, William Blount's total. He's changing. 48 for Richard. Wow, that's what I was going to go with. Carter?
We'll go 45.
Stan?
I'm going to go 35.
Lucas? 54. Brad? 38. Timothy? 31. And I'll go 55 to notch Lucas and tie what we did last year. So text 865-200-1926. With that, we're going to bring up Reeds now. We talked to Robert before the game with the pregame interview. But now here's the message he tried to send to his team today. Stay focused on the game at hand. That's number 1. Number 2, establish the running game and stay efficient with down and distance. Stay ahead of the chains. That's the main thing. And number 3, hold opponent's rushing game under control. This team is very capable of putting up points. William Blount tonight will be in their home Navy uniforms. Captains tonight will be Dabrowski, Sellers, and Swank. Soddy, their numbers are going to be hard to see with those gold numbers on the white uniforms. So I have to.
76, Robbie's one of them.
75. 71, 75, and 73 are theirs.
Dodd.
Bunch of big boys.
71 is Dodd. That's a common name down there at Soddy. And 75 is Wilson. But we'll go with that. Tonight's starters. We'll start with the offense first. Quarterback, Jackson Dabrowski. Tailback, Aiden Klein. Wide receivers will be Breeden, Swank, Gibson will get the start in place of D-Hart. Tight end will be Aiden Telfer. On the offensive line, Harbin, Watkins, Chris, Albert, and Blackburn. It's been anchored down, and it's been a good one this year, Stan. Giving Jackson Dabrowski time and creating holes for Aiden Klein. William Blount will get the opening kickoff. Here comes your 2024 William Blount Governors. As you see Query bringing the American flag. Here's your defensive starters tonight. Justice, Thompson, and Monroe. 2 weeks ago in the Union, or 3 weeks ago now after the bye, your Murphy Bobcat players of the game were Xander Monroe and Colin Thompson. Your linebackers starting tonight will be Brooks, Witherspoon, Henson, and Query. Secondary, defensive secondary, Sellers, Crumpton, James, and Randy Reed. So William Blount's just about set. We'll take another 1 minute break, come back with opening kickoff. You said Williams?
Yeah.
All right, we're back here with the Anywhere Movers kickoff. Give Alvin Jeanette a call, 865-235-4108.
Kicker is going to be number 49, guys.
So the lowest point total tonight was taken by Timothy at 31. So they expect this Govs team to keep the offense rolling. Williams will put his right foot into it, and it's a short kick going to be taken at the 10-yard line, straight ahead. Got a hold now to the left side, breaks through at the 35 and out tackled there was Sellers to the 37, so good starting field position for the William Blount offense.
Yeah, and really something we've seen all year, guys. William Blount, once again, starting really good field position for this potent offense, looking to keep the pedal to the metal.
Looks like a tight formation here. There's a Telfer will be the tight end at the top. Trip bunch to the bottom of your screen. Single set to actually now Telfer will move to the left. Tight end here.
Really heavy on that left side.
Are we eligible? It's going to be a toss to Klein. He cuts it
Big
up
hole.
and puts his head down, gets over 5. Oh, he's hit late.
That's going to be 15 more right there.
What are you doing, brother?
We saw a lot of chippiness last year,
yeah.
guys.
You know, I forgot about that. You know, there was an adjective I used to describe this team last year, and it's holding true after one play. Bless their hearts. As they get a 15-yard penalty as a pickup of 5 for AK. And then the 15-yard penalty will move it into Trojan territory. The first quarter first downs tonight will be brought to you by Murphy Bobcat. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we will name a Murphy Bobcat player of the game.
And I think the biggest Reeves Reed we talked about earlier, guys, is going to be staying in this game mentally. As you got a big game coming up next week, senior night against Jeff County, looking to finish at third place in the region.
The same thing we were thinking about last year. You don't want no suspensions, ejections. All right, Dabrowski surveys the defense. Takes the shotgun snap. It's a straight handoff. Tiptoeing through the line, getting a few yards is AK.
Give him 2 down to the 39. So second down and 8, Robbie, right here.
Gain of 2, second and 8, Governors.
3-man front for the Trojans with 4 linebackers. Traditional 3-4 set. Bring an outside linebacker up to the line of scrimmage. Second and 8. Dabrowski keeps it.
Good pull.
And he's going to get close to the first down to the 30. Let's see where they mark.
Give it to him, yeah.
Give him 9. He needed 8. He gets 9. It's another Murphy Bobcat first down for the Govs here on the move, getting close to the orange zone. Just outside at the 30-yard line. No score. Opening drive. 10:55 left in the first.
Yeah, a little bit of veer action on that play. Really good job by Dabrowski to pull it. Gets the first down.
Straight drop for Jackson. Looks across the middle to Telfer. Now he steps up. He's going to get sacked for a loss of 4. As good coverage there by the linebackers. Telfer did not come open as he was looking at him. And Stan, we talked about Telfer in the orange zone. He's a target. He's got 5 touchdowns, and it looked like Jackson was going, but it was cut off nicely.
Yeah. Certainly was. And
now, one of the things on the keys to the game for Coach Reeves was stay ahead of the chains. Carter, we're behind now.
Yeah, certainly somewhere you don't want to be. Somewhere William Blount really isn't in a whole lot.
Straight quarterback sweep here. Dabrowski cuts it up at the 30 and gets down to the 28-yard line.
Smartly saves his body right there, just goes down, doesn't take an unnecessary hit. He was pretty much stopped right there.
So he gets 4 back and then 2 more as we see Seth Breeding on the edge with a block.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8, Robbie.
We got 2 plays to get this.
Yeah, I think you are. You're in 2-down territory. And
he'll move Gibson. And I didn't get Boger. Boger's up at the slot with Breeding. 3 receivers right. It's going to be a Dabrowski rolling to. He's got him wide open. Can he see him? He's going to go across the middle.
Oh, good catch.
Breeding holds on. It's going to be a first down. He had Boger in the flat, too. He could have got him for the first down, too. As you see the replay, as it's wide open on that side. Good rollout. Good design by Coach Claybo. And good pitch and catch, Dabrowski to Breeding inside the Bowen Door orange zone.
Yeah, Breeding really 2 back-to-back good plays. Had a really good block on the outside on the Dabrowski keeper. First-year player, guys. He's a senior.
Going with tempo. AK bounces it outside, inside now to the 13-yard line. Form tackled there nicely. That is number 16 for the Trojans. Is Hurt. Zane Hurt, Jr., defensive back.
he put the hurt on Klein, didn't he?
After a gain of 4, he put him right in the ground. That'd be a roughing the passer in an NFL quarterback if he's a quarterback, because he put all his weight on him. Nice tackle, young man.
but a 4-yard pickup for Aiden.
Play clock down to 15. William Blount hasn't done any.
Brooks into the game now, Robbie.
Yeah, hasn't done any freeze
Single step
plays.
back.
Yeah. Darius Brooks stands beside Jackson. He'll hand to Brooks straight ahead, nowhere. Give him 1, maybe.
I don't think so. I think 0.
Soddy Daisy with really good penetration that time. Missed assignments blocking. I think they really just loaded the box too, expecting a run all the way.
We'll go split tailbacks here, I think, with Klein and Brooks.
Yeah, it looks like
that way.
As Telford comes out of the game, we have 0-0, first drive of the game, 8:08 left, opening quarter. William Blount moving right to left here on AM 1470 towards the church.
Late getting the play in.
Yeah.
Real late.
11 on the play clock. Now Dabrowski. It's going to be a timeout somewhere. See what Mr. Mathis has for us.
I think they're making somebody come out.
Oh.
For Soddy. I'm not sure exactly. Could be an equipment violation or something, Robbie. I'm not sure.
Could have been, or his helmet popped off.
Yeah, well, I would have thought
it back on real quick.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have got him before then, but.
Third down, we'll call it 5.5. Here's a triple option hand to Brooks, running wide. Stiff arms one guy. They've got the pursuit for him, and he's going nowhere. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and a decision time for Coach Reeves. May take the field goal here.
Yeah, I think this is one that you go ahead and take the field goal, Robbie. Just get the points. You're in Tyler's range.
Yep.
Aiden Tyler.
Nope. They're bringing out. They're going to bring in Randy Reed.
All right.
And bring out Darius. So we're going to lose a yard, Stan, and we'll call it a second.
That's about 6.
Yeah, 4th and 6 here for the Govs.
Maybe try and freeze them and then
10 on the play clock.
call a timeout.
Not really enough time.
No.
Now they get set with 5 on the play clock. Dabrowski in the gun. He'll take the snap with 1. He gets it away. Looking to his left. Throws it in the flat. It's going to be caught by Reed, and he's nowhere to go. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Soddy Daisy Trojans have got the opening stop. William Blount moved it down the field. Took off about 5 minutes of clock, but no points.
I get you're inside the 15. You want to.
Reed catches it for no gain, I believe, Stan.
Yep, no gain on it. So it was 0 yardage there, but.
Yeah, the pace slowed down when we got inside the 20.
Actually lost a yard, Robbie, on that, I think.
So here come the Trojans. I'll need help with these numbers. Be a quarterback slant pattern in the ground. Quarterback is at 6.
That is. Yes, I believe number 6.
No.
5. Bryce freshman.
4.
Oh, 4.
4.
Okay. Hey,
Oh, no,
One's
wait.
a wide receiver. 5 is the quarterback.
5 is a freshman. Bryce Yother.
Well, he's listed as a tight end defensive
No,
lineman.
it's Alex Pinson, guys. He's a senior.
Yeah.
Quarterback, defensive back. They got 2 number 5s on their roster.
Yeah, they got so many players, they got to have double numbers. All right, Alex Pinson. It'll be a handoff this time, straight ahead, getting positive yardage and spinning out of 1 tackle up past the 15 to the 17-yard line.
What number?
Hello? Anybody got me a number? Third and 5.
Really hard to see these numbers, guys.
And William Blount just jumped. So a first down. Number 10 is the tailback, Logan Alexander, on the carry there.
So William Blount just gave him a first. I believe Matt's right at it.
It's going to be close.
He got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just had to get to the 23. He got to the 24.
Very costly penalty right there.
Had him pinned deep.
Yeah, had him pinned deep, and it's going to be a 3rd and 5. Now you get a 1st and 10. Split tailbacks for the Trojans.
Really wide splits opening up for the tailbacks. Another handoff. Ooh, hard tackle there.
Alexander again.
Alexander gets his 2nd carry, and this time gets another positive gain. See where they
6 yards.
Wow, up to the 30-yard line.
Quarterback going all the way to the sideline to get the play call, guys. You don't
Old
see that a
school.
whole lot. Yeah, not
That's
anymore.
old school style right there.
Looks like they might run this twin back set all night.
They don't throw it a lot.
Handoff.
There's a handoff straight up the middle. Pushing the
got it.
pile. Going to be another first down for the Trojans. Up to the 35-yard line for Alexander. Just straight downhill running. With 6 minutes to go here, another first down for the Trojans in a 0-0 ball game. William Blount, first drive stalls out at the 13-yard line. Going for it on 4th and 6. And now the Trojans on the move with picking up 2 first downs.
Soddy Daisy has some big front linemen.
And
guys.
they just like to get behind them and just grind it out, shorten the game.
Straight drop. Going
got
up deep. One-on-one coverage. Caught. Down inside William Blount territory. Breaks the tackle at the 35. Into the 30. Down to the 25-yard line. Fumbled the
Ball's
ball.
out.
And who's going to get
back.
it? He got it back. Gibson on the catch for the Trojans, number 3.
Caught Sellers napping on that left side
Actually,
that
I
time,
believe that's
guys.
going to be Bowman, Max Bowman. His double numbers. You got to get used to that.
Ball spotted on 29, first and 10, Soddy Daisy.
All right, into William Blount territory down to the 29-yard line are the Trojans with another big play there by Bowman. And another penalty.
Probably on William Blount.
Offsides again? Or a sideline warning?
Maybe a sideline warning right here, but it's
Offsides. That's a second one.
William Blount already not being the mentally tough team, guys.
Touchdown Alcoa as Graf scores, but the PAT's blocked 6-0 for the Tornadoes. As he's the one that can keep the Tornadoes in the game, Stan.
yes.
Is Eli Graf. 1st and 5 for the Trojans here, inside the 25 now. Blitz coming. Straight ahead is going to be Alexander again. This time, William Blount bottles him up nicely. Only a pickup of about 2.5.
Yeah, ran right into big old Xander Monroe.
Gain of 7, second and 3.
Second and 3. Looking to cross fade pattern in the left side. One-on-one coverage.
Incomplete.
Yep.
Just over the outstretched hands of Bowman.
It was a really good ball there by Pinson. I think as a receiver, you got to lay out for that ball, hit his fingertips.
So I would think Soddy Daisy's probably in 2 down territory right here.
The way they've ran the football, they might not need another down.
Yeah.
Need to try to get a TFL, a big red tech sack maybe or something. Single set tailback is Collison.
Yeah, they got a big
standing
boy
to
back
the
there.
right of Pinson.
Straight QB go.
And Pinson's going to get first down yardage inside the 20 down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I brought in the big running back. Just let Pinson go behind him. Easy first down for Soddy Daisy. They're driving inside the red zone.
Brought down at the 17. It is enough for a first down.
The clock is down to 3.5 minutes, so
This is what they do. Kind of reminds you of Westridge, Robbie, a few years back.
Well, and this is their game plan to beat William Blount. It's got to be slow the game down. That high-powered offense, keep them off the field.
Pinson takes it, hands to Alexander, straight ahead, positive yardage down close to the 10-yard line. About 5 yards down the field before anybody makes contact with him.
Those big boys up front making holes for these running backs.
They're going quick here. So you got single coverage at the top
Go that way.
with Bowman. There's a handoff again, and this time, is it Alexander again?
First down,
First
too.
down yardage.
First and goal now, down at the 6-yard line are the Trojans.
It's been run, first down for these guys.
The one big pass play got them down here. But other than that, it's been a ground attack from Pinson and Alexander. 38 in the backfield is Collison. The straight quarterback keeper. This time hit Pinson, running wide left and cutting it up. Touchdown, Trojans. They take the early lead here at Mike Whitefield. They smell the upset. 6-0. 2:23 left, opening quarter. Extra point pending.
You guys see the kicker? Is it
19?
Williams? 19.
Is it right? Is it
49, I
49.
believe. Same as the kickoff specialist.
Yeah, that's Callum Williams. Kick is up. Kick's a little left, but I think it's good. It is. 7-0 Soddy Daisy. We'll take a short break.
Yep.
All right, we're back here for the kickoff. Williams' last kickoff went down to the 10-yard line, and Sellers returned it good. It's another short kick down to about the 10-yard line again. This time it's muffed by Boger. They're all over him. He's going to get through the initial surge.
Oh, it looked like a face mask.
Face mask, do they call those in the NFL anymore after what we saw last night?
This is not the NFL, but
Yeah, Byron Young, former Tennessee player, even did the, oh man, I caused a penalty, and they still didn't call it. That sealed the victory for the Rams against the Vikings.
Early kickoff tonight, Happy Valley and Unaka.
they have a doubleheader.
Oh, okay.
It's a
because
fundraiser at ETSU. Eagleton and Hampton played the second game.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why I never saw Eagleton on the thing. Dabrowski will take it. Hand decline. He's going backwards.
Slam to the turf.
A whole lot of penetration up front. Big old boy coming in. I believe that's number 58.
So
59, Montgomery.
Very similar start to the game last year down at Soddy Daisy. I think it might have been 7-7 or something like that early, and then William Blount offense opened up. But right now, Soddy Daisy all over William Blount, leading 7-0. William Blount's second possession with a 2nd down and 12. Dabrowski looks to his left. Slant pattern going to be intercepted.
Almost. Wow. That would have been a pick six, guys. It would have been 14-0 like that.
Yeah, it would have.
Really good job by the defensive back that time. Read Dabrowski's eyes like a book.
Talk about the interceptions. He's only had 3 this year, and that one could have been a costly.
That should have been 4. Thankfully, it was not.
3 receivers left. 1 tailback. It's going to be a little handoff.
Yeah, we jumped.
Something, yeah. Yep. William Blount's 3rd penalty of the night already.
I think it was Gibson on the outside. Oh, we've got another penalty.
This may be unsportsmanlike conduct here.
DJ's called 2 penalties.
Both against William Blount.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, then a 3-yard penalty.
Well, half the distance, yeah. On the second one. Should be a 5 to the 8 and then 4.
Well, 5, would that go? Would it be, 5 go to the 7?
8, I think.
Crowder snap, false start. Number 60 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Dead ball after the play. Unsportsmanlike contact. Number 60. Half the distance.
So,
Third down.
William Blount's number 60.
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Sophomore right tackle. 2 costly penalties.
So now you're standing in your own end zone.
And now you're just trying not to get safetied.
3rd and 21. Just try to get some room.
Dabrowski going to roll. He's going to throw
They
it.
have to throw it.
No, he's going to run it. Shakes one tackle, but not another, and he's tackled from behind up to the 9, make it the 10-yard line. Give him about 6 yards, but it'll bring up a punting situation. Soddy Daisy about to get the ball back,
Gonna need a
leading
punting
7-0 here in the first quarter. And it'll be Dabrowski doing the punting. 15 on the play clock. Snap is good. Dabrowski will put his right foot into it. End over end kick, going to hit at the 40. Bounce straight up and now
go
take
backwards.
a Soddy bounce and go down by Henson there at the 44-yard line. So Soddy set up in William Blount territory for their second drive. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Soddy Daisy's taken off some time and got the lead. Team that William Blount beat last year 55-13. I'm sorry, 55-14.
14, which means nothing because they have a new staff,
And
new
all
players.
time William Blount 6-3 against this team. So a lot of success, but right now you wouldn't tell that by the score and the feel of the atmosphere right now. Split tailbacks.
We're offside.
We are offsides.
They didn't call it. Straight drop. Going to be
He got
released
hammered
it.
through that.
Turn around and James.
They're going to throw the pass interference.
He never turned around.
Nope.
It's going to be a 15-yard pass interference and another penalty on William Blount. Not sure how many, but it looks like about 4 or 5 already.
I've got that with their 5th, Robbie, counting the
5th penalty already.
And that's what happened on the previous go ball that got caught, and no defenders turning around.
But it's because they're able to run the ball.
Yep. You're not expecting it.
Yeah, you're having one-on-one coverage out there on an island, and then you don't turn around and make plays on the ball. So the referee, it's an easy call.
Penalty. Result of the penalty. First down.
Some people not happy with that call in the stands.
I thought it was a pretty good call. The ball it was underthrown, but that does not have anything to do in high school football. It doesn't matter if it's catchable or not.
And he didn't really come back to it. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I guess they could kind of thing. Inside the 28-yard line are the Trojans. It's a handoff this time. Alexander. It's
Good
knocked
deep.
down
Nice
to the
tackle.
26, so only a gain of 2 this time.
Randy Reed on the tackle that time.
Like to see him knock that ball out. That'll end it. That'll probably be the last play of the first quarter. I don't think the Trojans have enough time. They won't. Your score at the end of 1. William Blount trails Soddy Daisy 7-0. We'll take a 60-second break.
First quarter comes to a close. Your score, Soddy Daisy 7.
Second quarter action.
Well, they've got it marked 2nd and 10. That's just not right.
No, it should be second and 8. The marker should be at the 28.
28, yeah.
The down marker should be at the 26. The ball's right. It's just the down.
Need to be moved.
Yeah, the chains are wrong.
Look at your peak.
They're going to move the football up, guys.
No.
You can't move the football up.
Oh, okay. They're fixing the change. Okay. I thought that they were going to move the football up.
Now they got it set.
Yep, we're good.
Can't get nothing by Mr. Porter. Second and 8 for the Trojans. Pinson in it. Takes it and hands to another guy this time.
Really good tackle once again. Still got
Weary on the tackle.
Number 12 this time. Let's see if he's a double number. He's not, so that's going to be Tucker Ross. So 3rd down and 5. You got to think they got 2 plays here to the Trojans. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, split tailbacks. Try to get
they got us.
And they got us. No, nobody jumped.
Nobody jumped. They didn't jump into the zone.
Looked like the guy on the left side was coming. I think that, not sure who that is. Maybe Witherspoon. But Darius, it looks like we're coming off both edges. Oh, they started.
No call.
What's Barry doing? The tailback just took off running. Same thing happened in the Heritage game. It's like they don't see that.
They don't call when running backs are moving, I guess.
Down to the 10-yard line for a 1st and goal for the Trojans. But that hole was so wide, I mean, it didn't matter.
No.
William Blount was blitzing off the edge. They had a good play call.
1st and goal, Trojans.
I believe it's Alexander and Ross, the split tailbacks. Straight quarterback run for Pinson, looking for his 2nd touchdown. This time he's only going to get a couple, down to the 8. Soddy Daisy leading 7-0, looking for more. 10:30 left here in the 2nd quarter. Soddy Daisy, a 7-1 football team. And they went 3-7 last year, barely missing the playoffs. Next week they have a date with Signal Mountain. Winner of that will host a playoff game. I believe Loudon has already wrapped up that region championship.
Robbie, this is 2nd goal, right?
2nd and goal from the 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The down markers are a little bit
Yeah, they're
confusing.
just close.
Yeah.
Pinson in the gun. We got a timeout.
Delay a game.
He's got a timeout first. Porter's going to give it to him. This 2nd quarter timeout is going to be brought to you by East Tennessee Insurers. Give them a call, 977-6853. We'll take a 30-second break. All right, 2nd and goal for the Trojans here. Blitz coming for William Blount. It's a handoff up the middle. Alexander steps through a tackle.